I'm going to do these videos mainly for myself because I want to see how my progress is over time for things. Now, I've been on Nutrisystem for a week and I'm on day 2 of Strattera. Nutrisystem, I regained a lot of the weight that I lost in 2019. Not all of it, but a lot of the weight I gained. You could probably tell on my face, it's like fat as shit again, but the rest of my body's actually looking really good right now. Which is fantastic. You can't really see it that well, but it's looking really good. I'm feeling really good on Nutrisystem. And so first, let's get Strattera out of the way because there's not much to talk about here because I'm on day 2. The only side effect I've had so far was chills. That's pretty much it. That's the only thing I've had. I've had it with food every morning, so I haven't had to worry about the nausea part or anything. My mom just gives me like a slice of bread in the morning or whatever. She's like, "Hey, here you go," because I always fucking forget it whenever I take my medicine. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll take it," and then she's like, "Oh, well, you forgot your food, dumbass," and she gives me it, and it's like, "Oh, thank you." I forgot my fucking food. I'm an idiot. Uh, that's the thing with ADHD. I forget shit so goddamn much that I'm supposed to be doing. So it's a very, very nice thing to have that. And yeah, it's been a good experience on it so far. I'm going off of Buspirone, which is my anxiety drug, because I don't want to over medicate myself. Because being on more than 5 medications is fucking insane. Because right now I'm on 5, right, and I'm going down to 4. And then probably eventually going to be going down to 3 once I get rid of my mood stabilizer, which I'm going to try doing and seeing how I feel after that. And then if I feel like shit after that, I'm going to go right back on my mood stabilizer. Because like I said, I don't want to over-medicate myself here. I want to make sure that I'm going to have as least amount of side effects as possible. And it's really unhealthy from what I read to have over 5 medications active at a time, which, that's just from what I've read. Maybe that's actually not the case. But I've really kept in close contact with my psychiatrist about all this. And he recommended Strattera to me. It's a non-stimulant ADHD drug, and it's been going pretty good so far. I feel a bit more calm today than I usually would, because I have anxiety disorder. So usually I kind of feel like shit. During the day, I'd usually have a bit of anxiety, at least a little bit. But I haven't really felt that today at all, which has been actually really, really nice. I did kind of feel it a little bit when my treadmill misread my heart rate. It was at like 140 beats per minute, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I like repositioned things, and I was like, "Oh, you're at 63," and I'm like, "Oh, thank fucking Christ!" And I was in a whole like resting position. I was like, "Okay, I'm resting, I'm chilling, meditation mode. I want to see what my resting heart rate is." And I was at 63, which the best heart rate range for resting should be within 60 to 100 beats per minute. The higher, the worse, essentially. Athletes could have it go down to like 50 or 40 beats per minute, from what I've heard. But 63 is really solid for a resting heart rate, from what I've seen. That's a really solid resting heart rate. Um, and if I were to feel right now, it feels the same as it was earlier. So, um, yeah, and I have coffee in the morning too, so it's actually probably slightly less than that if I were to not have coffee. I will say though, whenever I'm moving around, and I feel like this is just because I'm not getting enough exercise, I'm really out of shape. My heart rate does increase by a bit whenever I'm like moving around, just like walking. It's not anything really severe. One thing I was worried about with Strattera was increased heart rate, so that's why I've been monitoring it a lot. I thought my heart rate was a lot worse than it actually is. Whenever I feel it, it feels like it's, oh my god, it's racing, but it's actually not. It's just my mind drawing to the worst conclusion possible, which is like fucking crazy how powerful the mind actually is. I'm gonna get a sip of water here real quick. But let's talk about Nutrisystem. So I've been on Nutrisystem for a week. I am doing the plan where you have a flex dinner and then everything else throughout the day you can, have their meals or whatever and their snacks. And I just had this a little bit ago, the chocolate brownie sundae cup. It's really tiny, but it's really good. I really, really enjoy it. I've lost a lot of body fat already on this. I can already tell there's a pretty decent decrease in my stomach. Um, my face not so much because I need to start working out more. Again, it's said to keep exercise to a minimum during your first week, which now I'm past my first week, so I can actually start exercising again, which feels nice, which I'm going to do. And yeah, it has been a really good experience. I've really enjoyed my time on Nutrisystem, and the food that I've had has been really, really good. I ordered pretty much all the food that looked good to me, and it's been fucking fantastic. It's really been a good experience on Nutrisystem for sure. And I would recommend it to anybody who really wants to have a easy diet sort of thing where you don't have to pick the meals or whatever out for yourself. I mean, technically you do, right? But it's not, you're not going in your freezer and looking around and being like, oh shit, what am I gonna fucking have tonight? You know, you're not having that like temptation shit. Um, so it's just, I don't know. It's really nice. I like having those kind of pre-planned meals and stuff that they do for you, and they're really healthy, and it just feels nice to me to be able to do that. And I have lost a lot of like fat on this already. I have really good metabolism, so I've already lost like a good 8 pounds on this fucking thing. And actually, no, it's not. It hasn't been 8 pounds. It's been like 6 or 7, or maybe even 5. I'll have to go look tomorrow morning and see, where I'm at. It doesn't help that I'm getting constipated again, which is a huge issue on Strattera. Constipation is a pretty big side effect of it. And that's going to be something that I'm really going to have to look into, because before, on my previous drug that I was on for antidepressants, Cymbalta was actually constipating me. And I had to use this daily laxative that one of my doctors prescribed to me in order to be able to shit every day, which I'm probably gonna have to do that again, which really sucks. It sucks. It sucks so hard. I don't want to have to do that, even though it doesn't have any effect on like how I feel throughout the day or whatever. I just don't like having to do that. It's something that's just frustrating to me, and it's even more money on medicine than we already spend. I mean, we have insurance and stuff like that, but it's still not nice to have that kind of thing. And yeah, other than that, really good week. Past couple days have been good. Yesterday was very, very stressful for me because I have a whole bunch of things going on in my life right now with, I just got a job, so I have all that shit going on, and then I have food and/or card I have to get, and then I have the Strattera side effects to worry about, and it's gonna be stressful the next week or two. But after that, I should be fine. I'll probably be really, really fine at that point, and I'm really looking forward to that point as well. And yeah, this is my first face cam video in forever. I haven't done a face cam video in a very, very long time. So I'm kind of happy to be getting back to this sort of thing again. I feel a lot more like comfortable in my body now. Like I just feel like I'm skinnier, which I am skinnier. I'm not like, I'm still pretty chubby, but I'm not like fat, or I'm not skinny. But I want to get skinnier, like where I was in 2019. Like late 2019, I was looking really good. I was looking like a fucking snack, dude. If I can fuck myself, it would be the late 2019 version for sure. And yeah, that's going to cover it. What I'm really looking forward to is, of course, seeing how Strattera is going to work out, and seeing if I can actually shit again, which would be kind of nice. I'd like to be able to take a shit every day, and I'm probably going to have to go back on Senna, which is gonna suck. But yeah, that's gonna cover it. And peace.